What is up, guys? This is Olympio coming at you with a discussion video today about Pot of Taboo. Now, this is the new flip monster that has come out that sent shockwaves down the community for good reason at first glance. So Pot of Taboos is an Earth level 9 rock with 2000 attack and 3000 defense, and its effect reads as follows. You can only use the effect of Pot of Taboos once per turn. If this card is flipped face up, you can activate one of the following effects. Draw 2 cards. Return all spell and trap cards on the field to the hand, destroy all monsters your opponent controls, or look at your opponent's hand and shuffle 1 card into the deck. So at first glance, and some maybe older Yu-Gi-Oh players might remember a certain couple of effects. So first off, we have draw 2 cards, Pot of Greed. We have return all spell and trap cards on the field to the hand, Giant Grenade. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls, Raigeki. And then finally, look at your opponent's hand and shuffle 1 of the cards into the deck, Forceful Century. So, out of these 4 effects, 3 of those cards are banned, and guess what? All of them have been banned at one point. So, surely this card is broken. 4 basically old school ban cards, effects built into 1. So why is this card being printed? If we actually look at it, and the first thing that you look at is its level, good luck getting that on board. So if we think about it, there are no decks currently in the meta that can really abuse this card. There are cards like Shallow Grave, even Ghost Tricks can use this card in the way that you can kind of flip it and such, but there's no real way to abuse it. There isn't any one way that you can consistently get this card on the field and get its effects going. In one of the premium packs, I think it is, or the collector's packs, there is an archetype called the Sibyls, and these are basically built to use this effect. In that archetype, there is a little level 3 that's all adorable called Coinargum, I think. Coinargum of the Civil. Its effect is when it's flipped, you can special summon a level 3 or higher from your hand or deck, I think it is, but the important thing is you can special summon it from your deck in face down defense position. So this card gets flipped up, and then you can special summon Pot of Taboos in face down defense. So out of 1 card, you have had a 3000 defender that can now flip up and do all of its effects. So that's pretty good. There's also the ritual, one of the Sibyls, they've got their own ritual. It's a level 9, so you can use Pot of Taboos for the full ritual. And in the end phase, you can special summon a monster face down on your side of the field. So basically you can ritual summon, use that card, and then in the end phase get a Pot of Taboos back. So that seems pretty ridiculous. That seems like a very good engine to run this card in. Outside of that, and we're probably not going to see that archetype in a long time because it is out of the collector's pack. We'll probably have to wait for like a Dragon's Legend or a Super Special World Superstars again. But it's not going to be in the TCG at all in the next year or so. Pot of Taboos is coming out in the next set. It's only just been announced for Japan. To be honest, I don't think it's actually going to impact all that much over here until we possibly get the Sibyl archetype, because they basically revolve around flip effects and summoning monsters from the deck and hand and graveyard with flip effects. So that fits in perfectly. Overall, the card is meh, simply because you can't put it in any other archetype, apart from one that really focuses on flipping. Because if you try and force this card into your deck, you're then going to have to start putting in things like Shallow's Grave and so on and so forth, that is just going to give your opponent also advantage. And it doesn't really work out because it means you're going to be having a lot of dead draws, and the first thing you have to do is get this card in the graveyard for Shallow Grave. Overall, I don't think everyone needs to really go crazy over this card. At first it seems intimidating, the fact that it has 4 once banged effects in 1 card, but it's actually very difficult to use, and it's not going to be very easy at all to use for the TCG in any time soon. As I said, the only reason I think this card will possibly be seeing any form of play is if this archetype comes out, because that's really, looking at it, the only archetype that can feasibly really use it easily. I know there are Ghost Tricks and they are a thing, but consistently they can't really summon this like Coinargum. So what do you guys think of the Pot of Taboos? Have you all read over the effect, and have you all calmed down a little at the fact that it isn't as broken as it once seems because of the summoning conditions? So as I said, let me know down in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I should catch you guys later.